Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to log in and connect because today, we're diving into the incredible story of the one and only Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's social media platform has taken the world by storm, and we're going to take a look at how it all started. From humble beginnings to becoming one of the most powerful and influential companies in the world, this is the story of Facebook. Our story begins in 1984, in the outskirts of New York, where a young boy was born to upper-middle-class parents. Mark Zuckerberg was his name, and little did the world know that this boy would go on to change the course of history. From a young age, Mark was fascinated with computers, and his father encouraged him to learn BASIC, a programming language. He created a program that allowed his dad's dental office computer to communicate with their family computer, showing that his talent was evident from a young age. Mark excelled in several subjects, including computer science and literature, and transferred to Exeter Prep School, where he met his friend Adam D'Angelo. These two young minds joined forces and created music software called Synapse that learned what music people liked and made suggestions based on it. In a world before Spotify, this was a game changer. Soon enough, Mark's software attracted the attention of big software companies, including Microsoft, who offered him a rumored $1 million for it, as well as a job. But Mark had other plans. Mark chose to attend Harvard, where he created a site called CourseMatch at the beginning of his second year, which allowed classmates to see what courses their friends were taking. But that wasn't enough for our tech genius. During a drunken programming session, Mark created FaceMash, a site that ranked the attractiveness of Harvard students using their profile pictures. It was an instant hit, but unfortunately, the Harvard administration wasn't too thrilled with it. They shut it down due to sexism, and Mark was put on probation. However, that didn't stop Mark. He worked on more computer programs over the next few months, including a program that brought art images from his art class and encouraged classmates to add comments beside them to create study aids. Mark also created a program called 6 Degrees of Harry Lewis, which created links between people and his favorite computer science professor. He was a programming machine. Mark worked on other people's projects, including setting up a website for the Association of Harvard Black Women and significantly helping 3 Harvard seniors finish coding on their website idea, the Harvard Connection. Mark agreed to finish programming the social network site Harvard Connection, but soon lost interest in favor of his own site, Facebook. Mark bought the domain Facebook.com on January 11th for $30 and officially launched the site on February 4th, emailing a few of his friends to check it out. Within 4 days, 450 Harvard undergrads signed up for the site, and over 300 joined the following day. The idea of Facebook was to move the physical books the university issued with a picture of all the students called Facebooks online, allowing students to update them with more recent pictures and see what other students were talking about, their interests, and relationship status. Facebook had over 6,000 users within 2 weeks, forming over 3/4 of the undergraduates, as well as some alumni. Facebook's launch was close to flawless, and Mark had a knack for building social websites that people wanted to use. But, as we all know, Mark's success with Facebook led to a lawsuit and even a movie down the line, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's focus on the good times. As Mark was starting to gain more and more users, he realized that he needed to scale the website and improve its functionality. He recruited several of his friends, including Dustin Moskovitz, Eduardo Saverin, and Andrew McCollum, to help him with the project. They worked tirelessly to add new features to the website and make it more user-friendly. The team quickly realized that the Facebook had the potential to become much more than just a social network for Harvard students. They decided to expand the website to other colleges, and in a matter of months, Facebook was available to students at dozens of universities across the United States. Mark's vision for Facebook was to create a platform where people could connect and share information with one another. The website was designed to be simple, intuitive, and accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Mark's commitment to creating a user-friendly platform paid off, as Facebook continued to gain popularity. As the team continued to work out of Sean's house, they quickly realized that they needed a more suitable workspace. They were spending long hours coding and needed a place to call their own. That's when Sean suggested they rent an apartment in downtown Palo Alto, just a few blocks away from his house. Mark and the team agreed that it was a good idea, and soon they were signing a lease on a small apartment. It was a far cry from the luxurious offices that Facebook now occupies, but it was their own space. They set up desks and computers, and even brought in a couch for some much-needed relaxation. The apartment quickly became a hub of activity, with the team working late into the night and bonding over pizza and beer. They were in the midst of creating something revolutionary, and they knew it. The cramped apartment was a symbol of their determination and dedication to the project. As they continued to work on the site, the team began to dream of bigger and better things. They talked about the possibility of expanding beyond Harvard, and even beyond the United States. They knew they were onto something big, and nothing was going to stand in their way. However, with success came new challenges. Mark and his team faced lawsuits, accusations of intellectual property theft, and even death threats. But despite these obstacles, Mark remained focused on his vision for Facebook. In 2005, Facebook received a massive investment from Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal. This investment allowed Mark and his team to hire more employees and expand the website even further. By 2006, Facebook had become one of the most popular websites in the world. The platform had millions of users, and it was quickly becoming a cultural phenomenon. Mark had created something truly special, and he was being celebrated as a tech visionary. However, with success came new challenges. Mark's management style had been criticized, and he was accused of being difficult to work with. The company was facing increasing competition from other social networks, and Mark was struggling to find ways to keep Facebook relevant. In 2007, Mark faced one of the biggest challenges of his career. He was sued by Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, who claimed that Mark had stolen their idea for a social network called Harvard Connection. The lawsuit dragged on for years, and it threatened to tarnish Mark's reputation. Despite these challenges, Mark continued to work tirelessly to improve Facebook. He introduced new features like the news feed and the like button, which revolutionized the way people interacted on social media. By 2010, Facebook had become a cultural institution. Mark had become a household name, and he was being hailed as one of the most important figures in the tech industry. However, as Facebook continued to grow, Mark faced new challenges. The company was criticized for its handling of user data, and Mark was forced to testify before Congress. The scandal threatened to undermine the company's reputation and put Mark's leadership in question. Despite these challenges, Mark remained committed to his vision for Facebook. He continued to innovate and introduce new features, and the platform continued to grow. Today, Facebook is one of the most powerful and influential companies in the world. It has billions of users, and it has revolutionized the way we connect and communicate with one another. Mark Zuckerberg's story is a testament to the power of entrepreneurship and innovation. He started with a simple idea and a few lines of code, and he turned it into a global phenomenon. Mark's story is an inspiration to all those who dream of changing the world through technology. Thank you for watching.